folks. Pastor Mike Hoggart here, pastor of Bethel Church in Festus, Missouri, and head of prophetic research ministry with another Watchman video broadcast. You know, that thing we just keep doing every week, over and over again. Why? Because so many stupid people out there are doing so many stupid things, some of them in politics, some of them in religion, some of them might even be right here at our secret broadcasting compound at 1233 American Legion Drive. Anyway, I'm a little upset. I don't mind telling you that I'm just a little jealous. I was always the kid in PE class that when they picked teams, it came down to me and the other kid. We were the last ones, always getting picked. I wasn't much of an athlete, and so I had this, I don't know if it's like a syndrome or something like that, where, you know, you get, maybe I can come up with my own syndrome. Picked last syndrome, okay? Or not picked, not at all syndrome. That's what it is. There's an article here on WorldNet Daily. Some of you sent me links to other articles that were dealing with this. Chuck Baldwin is one of them. But anyway, on WorldNet Daily, they said Beck, Farah, Bachman, Ron Paul on Patriot hit list. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do that. Take a look at, it's got a picture of Glenn Beck there. Did I get it right? No, I don't want to be Glenn Beck because he's a Mormon. But anyway, it says, what do Glenn Beck, Ron Paul, Michelle Bachman, and Joseph Farah have in common? Now, why am I jealous? My name doesn't show up on the list. I'll read some of the list here in a little bit. They're all prominently featured in a new list of 40 quote-unquote patriots and enablers that a left-leaning group thinks Americans should be concerned about. In its new report titled Meet the Patriots, the Southern Poverty Law Center, here they go again, states, in the last year and a half, militias and the larger anti-government patriot movement have exploded, accompanied by the rapid expansion of other sectors of the radical right. This spectacular growth is the result of several factors, including anger over major political, demographic, and economic changes in America, along with the popularization of radical ideas and conspiracy theories by ostensibly mainstream politicians and media commentators. It defines patriots as, quote, people who generally believe that the federal government is an evil entity that is engaged in a secret conspiracy to impose martial law, herd those who resist into concentration camps, and force the United States into a socialistic New World Order. You see, that's me. I believe that. I believe the federal government is evil. I don't believe government itself is evil, but I believe that the system right now that we have right now, it is anti-God and anti-Bible. So I believe it's, and see, evil means sin. And so if there are a bunch of sinners that are running the country, then the government itself is going to be sinful. So yes, I believe that. Then it talks about secret conspiracy to impose martial law. This is not a conspiracy. These are presidential decision directives or executive orders that have been signed for the last 40 years, mandating that in such an occurrence as like some kind of a meteor crash or some sort of civil or economic emergency, they will impose martial law. It's in the books. This is not a theory, people. It's in the books. Let's see, herd those who resist into concentration camps. I believe those are coming, and I believe that they may not exist now. I don't have the evidence, I don't have the proof. There's been a lot of stuff out there. I don't know, but I believe they're coming, and I believe Halliburton had the contract to build these things. That's not a theory either. The documentation's there. Force the United States into socialistic New World Order. Duh, that's what it says on the back of our dollar bill. This is where we're headed. So I believe in all these things. How come I'm not on the list? You have guys like Chuck Baldwin. A lot of you read him every day. Let's see here. Who else is on this list? Joseph Farah, CEO of WorldNet Daily. He's like 8th on the list. Let's see here. Alex Jones. Who's Alex Jones? Get that guy out of here. Let's see here. Let's see other names you might know. Larry Pratt, Executive Director of Gun Owners of America. Ooh, that's a dangerous guy there. Let's see here. Orly Tates, California attorney, a leader in the push to make President Obama disclose his U.S. birth certificate. By the way, that Army Lieutenant Colonel that decided he wasn't going to go back to Afghanistan because he wanted proof that Obama was the President of the United States. He wanted proof the birth certificate. From what I read today, they actually charged him now with... I don't know, what is it called? It's not desertion, disobeying orders or something like that. He was ordered to go to Afghanistan, and he's not going, so they've officially charged him, and I'm anxious to see how this is going to turn out. Anyway, let's see here. Who else is on here? Andrew Napolitano. Now, I want to tell you what, you ever watch this guy, Andrew Napolitano? I don't know where he stands with the Lord, but I like how this guy talks. This guy he agrees with me in that I am a constitutionalist. I believe that people ought to follow the Bible, and I believe that people ought to follow the Constitution. That's all I'm saying. The conspiracy theorists are nowhere near as dangerous, and I've said this before, the conspiracy theorists are nowhere near as dangerous as the conspirators who are out trying to plan a socialistic New World Order. No doubt in my mind that they're trying to do that. Andrew Napolitano, attorney, former state judge in New Jersey, Fox News Channel legal analyst and lecturer. And then, of course, 40th on the list, they had to throw in Ron Paul because everybody has his bumper sticker on the back of their car. But anyway, these people they're not doing our country any favors. They think that they're warning America about us evil people that are out there. But I'll tell you, all this is doing, and I want you to get a hold of this, all this is doing is those who actually believe that there is a conspiracy, believe that things are not right in our government, people that believe that there is socialism creeping in, all of these people, and there are hundreds of millions of them in this country. All of this is doing, the Southern Poverty Law Center issues this decree, this report outlining and detailing all these evil people that are trying to subvert the government of America. And they're crazy. There's something wrong with these people. I guarantee you not one of these people who firmly believe in the Constitution, believe in the Bible, believe in all these things is going to say, well, man, I don't want to be on a list. I don't want to be considered like, crazy, like I carry around a tea bag all the time. That's not gonna make anybody say, hey, I was just in here, to meet women. That's not what they're gonna do. This is basically, and I'm helping lob the grenades. I understand that. This is basically, they are creating the Southern Poverty Law Center, and if you remember all of these anti-militia reports, this Army general that says millennialism is dangerous to American foreign policy and this and that, all these people are doing is are ratcheting up the argument and the debate, and they're stoking the fire, as it were, because those people who are firmly entrenched and believe what it is that we believe, we're not backing down because the Southern Poverty Law Center says it's not politically correct to. We're going to stand our ground. But I think, I'm pretty sure that's what this kind of stuff is all about. There's really no doubt in my mind about it. I just came back last weekend from Harrison, Arkansas. Had a great meeting down there. We videotaped the speech down there, the sermon, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have it available in our Watchers packets coming out next month. We have the DVDs. Alicia's burning them right and left as we speak. We're burning the DVDs now. It is called Baphomet, the God of Transformation. If you remember, I had talked about doing something like this here a while back, and the Lord laid it on my heart to do it last weekend in front of the audience down there. I had great people down there, some good friends, and I just want to tell you all I love you and had a good time down there, and appreciate Pastor Lonnie Burks of the Oak Lane Free Will Baptist Church in Harrison, Arkansas for his generosity down there. Great man of God. I love him to death, and other men down there. Anyway, we talked about this in that Baphomet video, that basically you're seeing the polarization of the United States of America. You're seeing the right wing and the left wing rise up. And this is antithesis, or this is thesis, and this is antithesis. And the whole idea, the Hegelian argument, or the idea of Baphomet itself, is that to get these two to clash and meld together,